welcome back to my channel. Copper Dragons here, and I'm gonna be playing some more Grand Theft Auto 5. So let's hop right in and continue the game. Now last time I stole that one mini sub thing, and also that one, that plane right there, that helicopter. And now I gotta try and get to the next heist setup. But yeah, and also I gotta go to the FIB station, so that way I can actually try and see what I can do next. Um, yeah, sorry about the quick mic turn off. I just had to get something done and stuff. But either way, let's just go ahead and try and head to the FIB setting. You know what? Might as well just take a helicopter, if anything. Considering that would be most likely the quickest. So yeah. Um, Especially since I wouldn't have to deal with the,
So, it looks like we're ready to go with everything.
So, yeah. Let's just go ahead and just try and fly over there, I guess. Wait, actually, I don't want to deal with the one thing. I want to deal with the heist. Since that's the main thing I wanted to try and do. I'm gonna turn off my mic. Wow. I screwed myself over by jumping out of the helicopter. So yeah, I screwed myself over big time. So let's just go ahead and just see what I can do. Well, at least I got closer to the street to where I can actually, try and get a car or something. So let's just go ahead and just try and find any form of vehicle. So that way I can actually, at least somewhat have some kind of motor transport. You know what, let's deal with this guy right here. Yeah, might as well, because, they were chasing me down. So, yeah. You know what, let's take out that right there, too. Whatever that was. You know what, let's just take out... You know what, might as well just try and get out of here as quickly as possible. So that way I can actually, have at least a little bit of safety. Yeah, I keep screwing myself over, if anything. So let's just try and see what I can do. Hopefully I can get to a car, before the police get me down. Yeah, I really need to go and just run. Especially before they start shooting. Since that would easily be the biggest threat right now is if they start shooting. Yeah, they started shooting. Yeah, that screws me over big time. Okay, let's just try and get this car right here, so that way I can escape the cops. Yeah, I just really need to go, like, now. Yeah, that was, like, a car is easily the main thing I was looking for out here, so that way I could get to the heist. Alright, I think I'm about to get away, if they don't start, going uber fast. Which I doubt they will unless if it gets up to 3 stars or higher. Like, around 3 to 4 stars is whenever they start going, like, uber fast and pull out the helicopters and stuff. Crap, there's one right up here. Let's just drive around. So that way I can actually, avoid the cops for as much as I can. Okay, I think I played it off a little bit smart. By driving around instead of directly through. I'm gonna turn off my mic. Alright, sorry about that. Let's go ahead and get back to, trying to get to the heist. So that way I can actually try and work on finishing up the game. Yeah, I don't want to do anything with the FIB right now, because easily that's the worst option. But I know I'll inevitably have to do it just to beat the game. Like, I just want to work on the heists, since, those are the more rarer mission types, if anything. Since I think there's only, like, a max of, I would say, 5 to 10 heist missions. Like, genuine heist missions throughout the entire game. So yeah, I want to try and do those as much as I possibly can get out of them, which is the main reason I don't want to do the FIB right now. Since those are far more common of mission types, if anything, than the heists. So yeah, especially since a large portion of the heists you have to do a large amount of setup for them. Since like you have to get vehicles, weaponry, train up for them, and all this other stuff, depending on what heist you got to do. And also you got to plan them out, and all this other stuff before you can actually manage to do those. And the FIB stuff, you just got to go into them. So yeah, let's just try and make my way to the heist. Wait, okay, I'm a little bit over 2 miles away. And that honestly really sucks, considering that's gonna be a big time waster, if anything. But yeah, I think I've announced this before, but like, about the Final Fantasy VII Remake playthrough that I've had, I can actually bring that back, because for some reason it allowed me to download the game back. I don't know why. I guess it just, instead of being scratched up, I guess the disc was just dirty, and I thought it was scratched up because that's the way it looked. Was just that it looked scratched up, but instead it was just dirty. So yeah, I can actually bring that one back. Same for Crisis Core and Rebirth. So yeah, I'm gonna bring back the series for that, and if the third game in that trilogy ever comes out, like the full third game ever comes out, then I'll play it on the channel, but that'll probably be at least a few years before I can actually get to that. Maybe, depending on how well I actually manage to get through the games. So yeah. Hopefully I can get through the games, in a quick enough time, before the third game in the series comes out for the remake trilogy of 7. But I don't know how quickly I'll be able to, especially, let alone if I'll be able to finish up both games before the third game comes out, let alone if I even get the third game. So yeah. Let's just go ahead and just see what I can do. I'm pretty close to the heist now, considering I'm less than about a mile away. If anything, I'm closer to half a mile away than what I am a full mile. So yeah, let's just go ahead and go. It took a little bit of preparation because I had to find a car, escape the cops and all this other stuff before I could actually head to the heist. And also, end that call with Wade, before I could actually head to the next heist. But either way, let's just go ahead and see what I can do at it. I know it's like stealing some kind of like government weaponry or something, and then trying to sell it off. I know it's something like that. And also, I just really want to get done with the heist mission. I just really love the heist missions and how they're set up in comparison to the rest of them. But either way, let's just go ahead and just head up to that apartment that Trevor has been staying in, before I can actually, head to the heist. Man, I've been wanting to do another heist mission for a while. That's easily the one thing I know I've been wanting to do.
One of you shits must be here.
Yeah.
Hello, Trevor. I missed you.
Hello, Wade. I missed you too.
Hello, Trevor.
Oh, there. Hey, Hot Lips, where you been hiding?
No, nowhere.
I got a knot the size of a baseball in here, all right? Needs a little, loosening up, all right?
Oh.
Massage me, motherfucker! Good.
Jesus Christ, Trevor. Yeah, that looks a lot worse than what it needs to be.
Where's the surrogate child?
Who?
The boy. The stars
Franklin.
in his eyes.
Not like that.
So, yeah.
Like oh, hey.
There he is.
There, you and him, the old father-son issues? Gives me the fucking creeps.
How's the leg rub?
Oh, it's excellent. You want to go?
No, I'm good, dog.
Hey, I called you boys here to discuss
Yeah,
this job that I've been planning.
Out of the 3 endings that you can get for, like, the ending of the game, I'm going with the No Mercy, like, the, like, option C. that's been my goal
since
since the start of the series.
Hey,
Is by going
wasn't
with
like
option
that.
C.
Better not have been.
Yeah,
you give a
like there's
fuck.
like you can choose option
See, I
one,
give a
like
fuck,
A or B, but I'm
Michael.
going with
It's a
option
position,
C.
a fucking viewpoint, all right?
So
Like
yeah,
God,
mostly
like
because I feel like
evolution,
option C
like
would be more
anything else.
akin to like a
Sunshine,
true
boredom,
ending.
lies, that's
So
what
yeah.
we got. Other people, they have other worlds, but for me, I'm like a vulture just circling the desert looking for fucking corpses, you know, a carrion-eating motherfucker. Do you understand that?
Wow. Woo! Bravo, you fucking idiot.
Man, I still don't get the score. What's the fucking plan?
We got Floyd, all right? Now,
Yeah, let's go ahead and just see what I can do at this
get outta
mission.
here, all right? Now, Floyd here works at the port. He puts me onto Merryweather Security, who are running some tests out at sea for Uncle Sam. We're gonna take whatever it is they're testing. Now, got a couple buyers lined up. I guarantee, no problem.
Yeah, let's just wait. I
no
just wonder,
major
is Lester gonna be involved?
Let's get going.
Like, is
all
he
right?
gonna be involved at all?
Slightly
Considering
casted vibe to
basically
an
he's the
airfield
guy
where
that
a
can
sub,
hook us up with like
chopper,
buyers
everything we need.
for anything.
All right, let's do this.
You know,
Quick.
like he's the main guy for that. I just don't know if he's gonna be involved though. I hope he is, because who knows if we can actually find another buyer
Sandy
through another
Shores Airfield,
source.
bro.
Okay, this is a 4-seat vehicle. So let's go ahead and get in here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use Trevor's car with Michael. So yeah, let's go ahead and drive to the airstrip
Sandy
already.
Shores. That's quite a
Uh,
distance.
What's with this guy?
Yeah, that
we
is
was going
quite a
all the
bit
way
of
out
distance,
there.
if anything.
I've been
That's
told
like over
your
4
generation
miles
or
away,
workshop
judging by what the map
repeatedly,
tells
but this is
me.
the first time I've seen
Yeah,
it
that's
for
gonna be
myself.
a-
You
at least a
won't leave the
little
city
bit of
for
a
the
drive.
biggest take of your life?
Man, it's not like
Yeah, that
Well, what
probably
is it,
wouldn't be the biggest
huh?
take, considering
The world owes you
what,
a living?
you know,
want money
what we
and
steal
respect,
later
but you won't
in the
cross
game.
street to get it.
that useless
But
millennial shit
yeah.
is more of a middle
Heck,
class thing.
I'm pretty sure
Where
that
I'm from, hustling
like
is
there
still
are
hustling.
some heist
And going
missions
halfway across the state,
where you basically try and steal
and
from
going
like
halfway
some of the
across
most
state is
secure
still,
banks
going
and
halfway
stuff
across the state.
in
Yeah, well, Sandy
the
Shores
entire
is the
map,
global
in all of
headquarters
Los
of
Santos and the
TPE,
surrounding
okay? So we
areas.
gotta make the
Like I'm
trip.
pretty sure there's some
TPE.
stuff that you
Trevor
can steal from like the most secure
Industries.
banks,
Careful, eh?
including
My
one that I think I've already shown
Industries
off
or
with like a
Incorporated?
construction site
If
and
it's
stuff.
TPE,
Not like the one where I
it'll be
unlocked
Trevor
Trevor, but it's like a
Phillips
different one. I
Incorporated.
think I might have shown
Just
that
saying.
off,
You're mocking
but
me.
I could be wrong.
Nice.
That could be
Is it
for a
so
later
strange
mission.
that I've made a success of my
Um,
life? I know that wasn't
so,
what
yeah,
you
let's just
wanted
go ahead
for
and
me when you
try.
ran off, but still.
Okay,
Trevor,
still about
it's
3.5
a
miles
business,
away.
Michael, an
And that
honest
honestly sucks.
American business, and there aren't
Considering
many of them
I
left.
still have a
Hey,
little bit
you
of
know
a
this
drive to
airstrip
go.
We're going to, we're managing it.
Yeah. I hate to
Yeah,
think
I
what
wasn't
you did to the
expecting
last
to actually
managers.
make that
The
sharp
Lost
turn.
MC LLP
Considering sharp turns are
experienced
basically
an
my
expected
worst enemy in this
downturn.
game.
We had to step in.
The
So
Lost
yeah,
Motorcycle Club.
honestly, I think I'm getting a lot better with
Yeah,
driving all
you're
around on
serious.
any vehicle type. Like I think the worst one I have
cannot
now is
believe
just
this.
subs.
The hard-working
So, yeah.
entrepreneur is getting shit from a guy so lazy he retired
Let's go
in
ahead and
his
just
30s.
go and just
And then from this
drive.
other guy whose sense of entitlement is so strong, he asks
So that way I
how
can actually
far we
just
had to
finish up
travel
this heist.
when he's offered a job he ain't even qualified to do. This is why the country
Yeah,
is screwed.
I
There's
gotta get
not
on the other
enough
side of the
me's.
road.
There's too many yous.
Yeah.
So that way I
a
can actually
country
try and get
full of
around.
youths. That's just what this world needs.
Shit! What the
Yeah.
God? It would be
Okay, let's just go ahead and
Hey,
go.
look, dude, we helping you out. But if you think you'd be better off on your own,
Yeah, I gotta swap.
Hey, look, hey,
I gotta swap lanes, just so I could, you know, have a little bit of added safety with driving.
We have a score to take.
Okay, I'm gonna turn
There
off my
is
mic.
profit to be made. I mean, don't that beat getting picked up by G-men and forced to work for free?
Yeah, all right. Talk us through exactly what's going on.
We're going out to Sandy Shores.
I know that part.
My guys will meet us there. They'll have the submarine. I'm gonna get into said submarine then. Wait, hold on. You had the flying lessons, right?
Hey, I came prepared. I didn't know what I was preparing
Yeah,
for,
I
but
had the
I'm feeling
flying
pretty
missions and
confident.
shooting lessons. I did an entire stream for it just a
Hey, what's
couple
the next
days
part of the
ago.
plan?
There's an army chopper
Yeah.
at the airfield.
And
We're
honestly,
both getting
that
into
took
it. Michael's
way too
flying.
long.
We'll
That took
take off, pick up
way
the
too much
submarine
time
with
just to
me
get
in it,
done
and
with
fly it
all
out
of
to a
that.
point off the coast. You're gonna drop
Um,
me in
So yeah, let's just go ahead and go.
Down to find the device the government's been testing. We'll get it, surface, you'll fly me back to the airfield.
What kind of device?
What kind doesn't matter. How much will be paid for it does matter.
These are government scientists we're robbing.
I said at
Yeah,
Condom,
government
the
scientists,
tests
like,
are being run by Merryweather Security
undocumented,
Consulting.
presumably undocumented
yes,
government
the
technology,
mercenaries.
that's gotta
They're
get
still
at
fighting
least a
our
hefty
secret oil
price.
wars. Should be
Like, that's
very
gotta have a
nice.
hefty
If
price tag
stealing
attached
a
to it.
prototype
You
like
know,
this from the government was relaxing,
like
then
any
everyone would be
form
doing
of
it.
government
I understand
technology,
we've
that's
got
gotta be like
opportunity
for
to make
any
some
government for that
serious
matter.
coin.
That's gotta be some of the heftiest price
There's
tag
easier
worth of
ways.
stuff.
I mean, this
You
sounds
know,
extreme,
like
T.
more than
Even for
gold,
you.
I bet.
Can't we rethink?
You know,
And how
like
deep
more
are you
than
into?
platinum,
How
more
deep?
than gold.
I've got a
Any
sub,
sort
I've
of
got a big
government
helicopter.
documentation,
I've
that's
been
gotta have some of the
researching this
heftiest
since I got
prices
to
ever.
LS. Those guys, Wade and his
Pretty
cousin
obvious
Floyd
reasons,
are
especially like if
expecting
it's
a
the
paycheck. Same
undocumented
with my
kind
intel guy,
of,
Ron
you know,
Jakowski,
information.
who is a damn sight
Though
better
I
than
wouldn't
Lester.
recommend going
Okay,
after that kind of
fine,
information because it is
fine,
highly
I'll go along with
illegal
it. Listen,
for
Frank,
pretty
if
obvious
you want out,
reasons.
I understand.
No, I'm good.
So
I can do
yeah,
with a paycheck.
like
That's the
owning
spirit.
any sort of government information to yourself,
boy.
heck, any information that isn't your own, I'm pretty sure that's like highly illegal. So yeah, but either way, let's just go ahead and just get to the next mission so that way I can go. Yeah, if I drove a little bit faster, maybe I could have gotten there by the end of the dialogue. But either way, let's just go ahead and go. Wow, this has already taken like 16 minutes of footage just to get here. Jesus Christ, I wasn't expecting that to take so long. Alright, let's go ahead and just get over here.
Hey!
Now
where's
let's
the
get
son?
out of
Floyd,
here and
wait,
just...
wait in the hangar.
I guess I have to get Michael
This
into
is
the
our chopper, I
helicopter. I think I have to wait. Never mind. Let's just go ahead and get in here. Hopefully I can, you know, finish up this mission in a reasonable time. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that to happen. Okay. Let's just try and fly. But now I'm gonna have to deploy the grapple. Okay, I'm gonna have to raise up a little bit. Okay, now lower. I have to wait for Trevor to get inside the sub.
There's a rig attached to your chopper. Hover low over the submarine and they'll connect.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, Trevor.
Get the chopper over the submarine and they'll hook
That's what I'm
together.
trying to do! Crap, I'm screwing myself over big time here.
Forgot to pick up the submarine, genius.
Okay.
Fly low over the submarine. It'll
Yeah, that's
hook
what
up.
I'm trying to do here. But my skills aren't as great as what they should be, if I'm being honest. Okay. Yeah, I just wish it would go ahead and grapple.
Frank, you wanna help him with the stick? He needs to be hovering.
Okay,
just
there we
above the
go.
sub.
Now it's attached.
We are.
Now let's go and get to the
It took
test
me a
site
couple
already.
clicks out to see from
Yeah,
clear
I was
below.
pretty close to failing the mission right after I got the sub attached, because I was close to actually crashing into the ground. You know what, let's just rise up, so that way I can actually get out of here already without, you know, too much worry of hitting things. Yeah, let's just go ahead and go, and get over to the test site. Yeah, that grapple segment, it took way too long to get done. Like, maybe a little too much, if I'm being honest. So, yeah. Let's fly up a little bit higher, so that way I can just go, considering there's some bridges here, and I don't want to, you know, hit those. You know, because that would be an automatic fail of the mission if I did. Okay. Let's go ahead and go. I think that should be high enough. Yep, it is. Thankfully. Yeah, this heist was probably the worst thing I could have done right now to go for first. Probably. because of how much time it's already taken me to get just here. It's taken me about 20 minutes just to get here. So yeah, it's probably going to be at least a 40-minute long video if I had to give an estimate. Maybe 30 minutes if I speed through things. So yeah. Let's just go ahead and go over to the test site. Yeah, I got a little bit of extra skills for flying, but, you know, like, on the controller. But they're not the best that they could possibly be, if I'm being honest. Let's just go ahead and go. And just get over here already. Yeah, this isn't gonna be good. Alright, let's go ahead and get over here. So that way I can lower the sub. There we go. Yeah, I gotta just go and get underwater to, you know, just try and... Wait, where is the one thing I was going for? I have no clue where it is. Wait, it's over here. Okay, it's right over here, like right in front of me. So let's just go ahead and just go. Why does that kind of look like a face from a distance? Like a giant head. Okay, let's rise up since that's what I need to do. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of screwing myself over. Let's go ahead and just try and find the thing that I was aiming out here for. I think it's close to the ocean floor. I think. I could be wrong, though.
Hey, how you doing down there?
Yeah, let's just try and find whatever I was aiming out here to find. I think whenever it gets closer on the red dot, I think that's where it is. But either way, let's just go ahead and just try and find the thing. Yep, it's getting close, so... I think it's getting closer and closer each time that I move. Yep, there it is. It's right here.
Here it is. It's been secured
Let's just
to the seabed.
try and see what I can do. Okay, I need to rise up a little. There's a shark. Yeah, that honestly really sucks. I don't want to deal with that shark. Well, at least they're probably not going to be dangerous right now. Since I am pretty far from, you know, land. Okay. Let's just try and lower it down. Okay, I need to rise up and just go. So that way I can try and finish up the mission. I just need to try and move.
What is it?
We'll know what it is when we can run some tests.
Okay.
Well, what it look like? What you think?
Yeah, this isn't good.
Best guess
It looks like a giant
rock,
nuke.
maybe on a fault line, so could be a seismic suppressor to combat earthquakes and tsunamis.
Is that, or it could be a nuke?
Potentially, it's like a fusion reactor running on seawater.
Yeah.
Like nuclear?
Fusion reactor, nuke, pretty much the same thing at the end of the day, considering they both deal with massive amounts of radiation.
Sure. No, we'll be paid, Frank.
So yeah, let's just go ahead and head to
We
the
will be
surface.
well paid.
You know, since that's what I need to do right now. Let's just get out of here already. You know, so I can finish up this mission.
Hey, you got everything? Can I pick you up?
Okay. Let's just lower the plane already and just try and get the submarine. The mini sub. So that way I can just try and finish up everything here. Yeah, this isn't doing too good. Yeah, I knew that would happen, or at least somewhat. The cargo bob was destroyed. Because I kind of screwed up. Yeah, I knew I would at least fail a little bit. Alright. I need to try and get, like, directly above the sub.
Lift me up. Let's go.
So that way I can actually just try and fly out of here. Okay. Now I'm doing a little bit better. Now let's try and lower the cargo bob. Come on, stay still, Trevor.
Alright, come and
Okay.
get me.
I'm trying. But you just keep moving around. Okay, I'm trying to, get the sub, which is hard. Yep, I'm just gonna have to skip this. So that way you can actually just try and move, past this segment. Yeah, I'm not really the best whenever it comes to flying. I still have a lot that I need to work through, especially whenever it comes to picking stuff up.
Go.
You know, okay. Yep, let's turn around and then just try and find Trevor. Okay, I need to... Crap, that screwed me over. Let's just skip past this, because there's no way I'm gonna make it through all this in time. Yeah, it should just send me to the next segment. Yeah, flying is not my strong suit, if anything. Let's just go to the airstrip and just get out of here. Yeah, I just need to go. Let's fly up. Just a little bit so I don't crash into the water. Like I did the last few times. Okay, let's just try and pick out all of these guys right here. So that way I can actually, have a little bit of added safety. Okay, there's one. Okay, let's swap sides. Yeah, I really need to try and take this thing out. Going for the blades is easily the best choice right now, since, that could cause a lot of damage to it. Okay, there's some more. Let's just try and take out these helicopters already. So I can actually try and, have a little bit of, added stuff here. Yeah, I just need to try and, cargo bob with all my might. There we go. Let's try and, destroy these helicopters already. Since they're kind of dangerous right now. Okay, I think that should be the last one. Okay. Yeah, let's just go ahead and go. Yeah, the helicopter isn't in the best of shape right now. Let's just try and lose them. Okay. If I just try and be a little bit smart with this, maybe I can just try and, get out of here. Okay. Yeah, I need to try and be a little bit smarter with this. Wait, what am I doing wrong? I guess I gotta swap to Michael right now. Okay. How am I gonna shoot? I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Okay, let's just swap to Michael real quick to fly. I have no clue what I can do to get away from them. Considering, well, I knew something like that would happen because it just wouldn't let me shoot for some reason. I don't know what I did wrong. It just wouldn't let me shoot. Let's just sink into the water just twice more. Since, I just want to skip past this mission already and just move on with my life. So yeah, I just need to fly into the water just one more time. Okay, I should be able to skip now. Okay, let's just skip. Yeah, that was easily the worst part about all this, if I'm being honest. Let's just go ahead and go, and get back to the airstrip. Now, I should have a little bit of decent ways. Okay, I got a little bit of flying that I need to get done. Yeah, I would have loved to finish up that segment, but it would have just been flat out impossible with what I had to do, considering, especially with how much limited time I have in each video, I just wouldn't have been able to get all of that done within a reasonable time frame, if I just kept retrying. You know, especially since this series is more grounded, like for Grand Theft Auto. Like for GTA, the series is more grounded than some of the other games I've played on this channel. So yeah, of course it's gonna be at least a little bit of a lengthy one. Okay. I need to... Crap. Yeah, I screwed up. Because I wasn't holding down right trigger until it was too late. Okay, let's just go ahead and fly low. Okay. Yep. That was by the skin of my teeth, if anything. That was literally by the skin of my teeth.
Going fucking crazy.
Oh, and good to see you too. What's it been? Huh? 10 years?
After this, the government won't care how long it's been. They're gonna put you and everyone you ever knew on their kill list. And you, I thought you would be smarter than this.
What'd I do?
Stealing a
I love how
super weapon
Lester's
to sell
being
to
the only
Chinese.
reasonable one here.
There's some
I mean,
nuke
come on, they just
associate?
stole
I thought you
from the
said you
government.
swooped in.
Yeah,
Do you know how big of a
Okay.
screw-up that kind of
It
thing
was all
is?
woozy and shit. It
Oh
doesn't matter,
my
all right? It's
god,
done.
that's
We've got it.
stupidity
Put it
to the
back and
max.
drop it in the sea by the time they get a salvage operation together.
No!
Oh, so you want a drone circling your trailer?
We'll get you another score, Trevor.
You owe me! Wait, get in that chopper. Listen to whatever this fucking moron has to say. Okay.
All right, and on that note,
Well,
I'm
that
outta here.
moron
Won't
just
be seeing
saved
me
your
back here in a
skin.
long time.
Hey,
Jesus
we need
Christ.
a score. Remember.
Man, I thought I was done not getting paid for these licks.
Hello? Me too.
Quit acting like a child for you being an idiot. Jesus Christ, Trevor. Oh my god. But yeah. That's gonna be the end of today's video. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.